Good morning, welcome beautiful souls. It's Anna T. Brooks, your psychic empowerment coach and earth angel, bringing you the weekly oracle card reading for the energies of the week, 3rd to the 9th of February 2020. Of course, whenever you do happen to watch this, if you have come across this at a later stage, it is still a message that is meant for you. This happens all the time, so don't get put off if you just happen to come across this and you think, oh, this doesn't apply anymore. It absolutely is meant to come to you when it's meant to come to you. So let me get into the reading for you. As always, I love to give you a little bit of context, which is I'll be using the deck of Work Your Light Oracle cards. And this is the deck that I use most of the time for this reading because it's a really, really powerful one to really tune into the energies. And I'll be doing a 3-card spread where we talk about, first of all, the conscious energies, so the things that you're going to be aware of, the things that you're going to see occurring and really be aware of occurring this week. There's the physical action-based card, which is more about guidance, what to actually do physically in the here and now. And then finally, the subconscious card. And so this is really more the underlying energies, the things you may not be aware of unless someone points it out to you. This is the stuff that's kind of brewing underneath. So that's the 3 cards that we'll have for the reading. I also now pull another card from the Angel Answer deck. And so this one is actually if you have a specific situation, something happening this week that you're curious about, what's the outcome going to be, how's it going to work out, or some advice that you would like about a specific question, then this is when I'm going to pull a card as well. And if you're feeling called to it, this is going to be basically an answer for you to that question. So as always, I love to encourage you to take your time as I'm going through this reading. Give yourself the space to tune in to see what comes through to you, because obviously this is a general reading. However, this is always going to be meant for the right people, the people that see it, so you guys. And also there might be specific things that you will be drawn to. So there might be something in the picture that really stands out to you. There might be certain colors, so it might give you a bit of guidance about chakras that could use a little bit more healing or energy. Or there might be certain words or certain parts of the card when I read out the meaning that really stand out to you, right? If your soul pulls you towards it, this is how I love to help you guys and encourage you and facilitate you to really start to tap more and more into your intuition, right? Because this is what I do. This is my main calling, is helping you guys to really step into that yourself and to be able to know that your intuition is always there to guide you at every single moment. So let's get into it. So the first card that we have today for the conscious energies for the week, and this is such, I'm just going to start off by saying as well, this is such a beautiful shift from last week where we really had a lot of release going on. There was the Unbound card, there was like soul contracts being finished and everything like that. This is such a powerful thing that if you really paid attention to those energies last week and really allowed that release, this is going to be so powerful for you, because the first card that has come out for the conscious energies of this week, what you're going to be really aware of, is Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. I'll hold it up there for just another moment so you can have a look at the picture, see if there's something that draws you. It's such a beautiful picture. So Leap, you go first. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap towards or away from, but you're scared to make the big move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know in hope for something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising, and right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear and something new is born, and that is even more glorious than before. So this is actually an action card, so it does give you an action to really tune into this energy this week, which is you go first. Take a good run up and leap. right? So there's a lot of trust involved now to know that, yes, what you have been wanting to release, what you maybe didn't release fully at the end of last week, or what it is that you just feel like even more, you just need to leap towards something. Yes, go for it. This is the week to do it. The energies are with you to leap, right? And this is so beautiful because then the second card that we have, this is for the physical, the grounding, the action-based card, is actually Anna, grandmother of Jesus. We've had this one come up a couple of times in the past. So just take a moment to have a look at the picture, see if there's something that stands out to you. So the message here, Anna, seeding the light, laying foundations, a divine plan. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before, that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. So this actually is an activation card in this deck. So there is an activation that comes with this. So if you feel called to, you can put your hand on your heart, or you can close your eyes, but you can look at the picture as I read this out. Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seed of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. So this, I'm feeling very deeply, right, is I'm lifting that up. Oh, I'm just getting myself confused. Sorry. So this is the action card, right? So this is really in line with that leap card of the conscious energies. Now it is knowing that take the steps, no matter how insignificant they may seem. And I have a story that I want to share with you quickly around this, or not a story as such, but a point to make, that sometimes we can think that leap means something huge. It means we have to take a big step off a ledge. It means we have to do something massive in order to make it worth it. Leaping in the moment, leaping into something that feels right in the moment, even if it's small, is still leaping. And you don't know how much something that can seem so small and so insignificant is actually going to open things up, right? I see this in my business in the way that it has unfolded for so long, that when I've taken little steps that seem like, oh, that's not going to be anything, nobody's going to see me from that, nobody's going to reach out and want to connect with me from that, that's nothing. And yet something huge has come from it, right? So do not judge yourself. This is the action card this week, right? To allow yourself to trust that as you leap, you are part of the divine plan, and things will unfold the way they need to, regardless how small and insignificant you may think that leap is in the moment. Do it anyway, because you're don't try and play the universe. Don't try and outplay the universe in what it can create for you. Just trust, right? So that's how I'm seeing that, because this is an activation card, which doesn't usually have, much action to go with it, but that is really what I'm reading from the card. And then finally, the third card, our subconscious underlying energies, what's going on beneath the surface this week, is transformation, right? It's just so beautiful. I love how these cards line up, and I get the thread just coming through so clearly. Transformation. Let me read it out. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Things are changing at a cellular level. You're not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work. You are transforming. You'll look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You're being called to find new ways to self-soothe. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. Whilst you're in this state, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. And so this is another activation card. So 2 activations have come through for this. And if you're really feeling called to this one as well, again, hand on your heart, or you can put your hand up towards the picture. You can close your eyes, or you can look at the picture, up to you, and accept this activation. I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So this is what I mean by that thread, that underlying thread through the cards, right? With the conscious energies encouraging you to leap this week, to take those steps, to take what comes to you that feels right, to expand yourself, to take that risk, right? Because the action underneath is encouraging you. Don't think anything's too small. Don't wait around and judge yourself and think, oh, I have to do something bigger. I have to make it more substantial. No, every step counts. You are part of the divine plan. So take those steps, very much so, because underlyingly, there is a lot of transformation going on. There is a lot of healing. There is a lot of cellular work going on inside you right now. And as you do this, as you choose those steps, as you choose to leap, as you choose to act on that intuition that comes through, you are recoding yourself. That is part of the transformation. You are literally recoding that from here on out, your body, your energy responds differently. It's at a different attraction point. But if you don't take those steps, if you don't take those leaps, that transformation, it's still going to get there, but it's going to transform you into something you didn't really want, right? If you're going to hesitate, if you're going to be scared, if you're going to allow fear to rule you, that is the inner transformation that's going to be going on, instead of the one of bravery, of the one of trust, of the one of surrender, of the one of rising into your potential, right? So that's the energies for the week. As always, I'd love to hear what your comments, what your thoughts are. Please, please, please pop them in. I do love to hear from you guys so much. And let's get to the final card for this week, which is from the Angel Answer deck. So this is around an outcome this week. Maybe you have a specific question around a situation or how something's going to unfold. You may not, which is absolutely fine, but if you do have something that comes to mind that you've been thinking about when I first introduced this at the start of the reading, let's see the card that has come up for you. Opportunity. I'll try and, there we go, get it off the shine. Opportunity. So, positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. So there you go. For some of you, that is just going to be the answer that you need to hear about what's coming up this week, about what to do, about how's this situation going to unfold. There is definitely going to be an opportunity presented to you. So look out for that one. That's it, guys. That's it. I'd love to hear, obviously, your thoughts and your comments. Pop them in. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in, and I will see you next week for the next one. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Use this amazing energy. Take those leaps. Allow that transformation. Don't be afraid of the small stuff. Take the small steps that you feel called to. I love you so, so, so much. Have an amazing week, and remember, live life on purpose. Mwah.